Um, so at this stage, let me take you back a couple of decades, actually, right? And the reason is that, see, you got such a rich career, no, Shalini, that we really can dig into the treasures of that career, right? So if I were to take you right to 1990s when you started your marketing career, right? And how would you like to compare that with 2020s now? So what was marketing back then, and what is it now? How would you compare the two?
Okay, controversially, non-controversially, any opinion, I have to say this, any opinion is all mine, doesn't reflect anybody else's. So we just need to keep that in mind. Whatever you hear from me, it's all mine. It's got nothing to do with the organization I'm a part of. So what's changed from then? I'll make one correction. It's 30 plus years, but it's 1991, not 1990. You made me 1 year older.
No, no, I
Uh,
said 1990s.
I'll be specific and say 1991.
Sure, sure.
So I think a couple of things that I've seen change from then to now. And when I say now, I take it back to the years I was at the Taj itself. I'd say 2012. Okay, yeah, it's been about 10, 12 years, like you said, the last decade or so. There is a marked change that I think all of us as marketers have seen. And the first bit was a lot about the principles of marketing, the principles of branding, actually very, very Kotler, the basics of Kotler and what you need to take forward, ensuring that you have all the pillars of marketing in place. And then when you're doing your 360 campaigns, that all of it is in place. I've had the joy of spending the first 17 years of my career in FMCG, and that's as purest marketing as you can get compared to anywhere else. So I say I grew up with that. In the last 10 years, and I think I'll do 10 years and I'll do the last 3 years as well because I see a difference. In the 10 years, we moved a lot more to the digital era, to understanding that it was a strong impact that you would have on your brand, that purchasing, style of search, everything changed because you had this whole animal called the laptop, and more importantly, you had the animal called the mobile phone in front
Yeah,
of you.
yeah.
So you, at the touch of literally 2 seconds, you could stand anywhere and do something. So those dynamics changed. And here is where I'm going to get a little bit controversial and sound like an old school marketer, but I believe it with my heart, so I'm going to say it.
Hmm.
I think in the last 6, 7 years, we have forgotten that what was meant to be a medium seems to have
Hmm.
become a style of marketing.
Yeah,
Everybody's
correct.
talking digital marketing, everybody's talking analytics, everybody's talking SEO, SEM, performance marketing, and everybody's throwing these words around like, big buzzwords.
Hmm.
Let me flip it and say performance marketing is nothing but having the right set of metrics to measure what it is that you want to deliver.
Yeah,
It's
correct.
just that that term performance marketing today is used in the context of digital.
Hmm.
And I keep telling anybody who's ready to listen, including my own team, uh, that it's a medium. Digital
Hmm.
is a medium of delivery. Unfortunately, it's turned into a concept of marketing. Do you understand digital marketing?
Yeah.
So I still maintain that if you don't understand the tenets of Kotler,
Hmm.
you're going to go crazy with your digital marketing. It's a very tactical here and now marketing.
Correct. Correct.
And there is place for both of them to be married together and
Correct.
evolve as an entity and realize that this is a medium, this is a tool, whether it's
Hmm.
AI, whether it's everything that we use, it's a tool. And so
Hmm.
therefore to marry all of it together. So I think the difference from then and now is you went a lot on gut, you had only offline, you had on ground, data was
Hmm.
not so easy to get by. So you've got
Correct.
a lot of sophistication that's come in, but unfortunately with the sophistication, a lot of people have forgotten the basics. Because the basics is still what will hold you in good stead for long term for any brand. Sorry, long
Correct.
answer to your question, but yeah.
No, that's absolutely fine. So, see, that is the idea, to get long drawn answers, right? Because a lot of young aspiring marketing professionals would be looking at this, and a
Yeah.
lot of people who are in the marketing profession would also be listening to this, right? So, the idea is to extract those long drawn answers.
True.
It's not every day
Also,
that we get to meet our Shalini.
Also, Nitish, interestingly, one of the reasons in the last year or so I have chosen to do a little bit of pro bono teaching or to do a little bit of talking is because I realized that those of us who've done this transition probably understand this a lot better.
Yes,
I
yes,
don't blame everybody who's coming out today if they don't get it, because nobody's really made them go through those rigors.
yes,
And so I think guys like us have it literally, I think it's our duty to literally pull it all together to be able to help a bunch of people understand how to take this whole marketing animal forward.
yes, correct, absolutely. In fact, let me go back to my initial days, right? And I was telling my son that when I used to design laptops for Wipro, so I was a product manager for Wipro laptops. This is way
Hmm.
back in 2005, 2006, right? So we came out with a phenomenal product, Shalini, right? And what was a phenomenal thing about the product? It had a 40 GB hard drive,
Hmm.
right? आज की डेट में 40 GB hard drive counts for nothing. The OS itself takes more than that space,
Yeah.
right? So I was telling him the way the world has changed, the way the
Yeah.
technology has scaled up, it is just
Yeah.
phenomenal,
Yeah.
right? And of course, the way the professional marketing has changed is also phenomenal. And now let me come